The Lewis Downing exhibit is on display at the John Ross Museum through January. So Lewis Downing was principal chief once John Ross passed in August of 1866. Lewis Downing was the deputy chief, and so he stepped into the role of principal chief until a special election could be called. Once it was called, William Potter Ross was elected chief at that time. But Lewis Downing stayed active in the political climate of the Cherokee Nation. In 1867, when regular election happened, Lewis Downing was elected principal chief at that time and served 4 years. Once his term was up, he was elected again, but ended up passing away of complications from pneumonia and just a year into his second term. Well, this area of time that the Lewis Downing exhibit covers is one that not many people really talk about. It's post-Civil War and pre-statehood kind of era, and because it really, you came out of the Civil War and that was a terrible thing, and then you had statehood and that's a terrible thing. You don't really talk too much about what happened in between. What the exhibit is about is Lewis Downing and how after John Ross had passed away, Lewis Downing came in and brought a whole new idea of leadership. I think probably Lewis Downing was very pro-people, and he wanted to help people. That's why he was a minister, and that's why he became a public servant. He wanted to help Cherokees. So the exhibit takes a look at who Lewis Downing was, what his thoughts were, how his leadership panned out, and then ultimately what his legacy is. You have a list of chiefs that have served, and you don't really know that much about them, but I think that Lewis Downing is one that more people will start to study because of his stances.